Hello, my name is Donald R. McKinney. That's Donald R. middle initial McKinney McKenney. And I have some books at Amazon. One particular called God Bless America. It's a political thriller, and it's related much to the White House and the presidency that we currently have, meaning President Donald Trump. I implore you to go and read it, and you may get an insight to some of the things that are taking place, what has happened, what is happening, and what will happen. Don't forget, we have Mr. President Donald Trump, what, another 3.5 years? So, if nothing else, it's good reading. I'm actually here to talk about the immigration issue that we are facing currently. Um, the Supreme Court decided to let a partial part of the ban be activated, I guess is the word to say. And so, therefore, a lot of people are jumping up and down. Um, I won't get into every single detail because you probably know a great deal of what is happening. What I do want to touch upon, though, is the aspect of the part related to the Mexican immigrants who have come over the wall. We all know that was a major point the president made during his campaign, that he was going to build a wall and that he was going to crack down on people coming in from Mexico. And it appears as though he is doing so. There was a restaurant, and 30 people, once asked about their immigration status, quit. Some people were upset. I talked to people in many political forums, and so I got varied answers, but quite honestly, many of the people I talked to thought that if they had nothing to hide and they were here legally, then asking for their paperwork shouldn't have been an issue. If I'm not mistaken, I think the owner actually even got involved at some point. He had some issues with it. I think he maybe said that he thought it was a little extreme. I won't speculate because I didn't hear every single thing he said, but many people think that if you pay taxes and you are here legally, and then asking for immigration paperwork should not have been an issue. Also, interestingly enough, I talked to many people. Once again, these are not my views. These are people in these political forums that I regularly speak with. And some were even concerned that the immigrants may have been treated badly, that they may be are being abused on some levels in many different forms because they have no voice. So if they're given low pay, or threats are made against them, maybe they can't take time off, maybe who is ever, and I'm not saying these things happened, but there's definitely a possibility that whoever the owners are, the bosses are, supervisors, could take advantage of these immigrants because they don't have anyone they can turn to and say, hey, this is what's happening to me, and I'm not being treated fairly. So there's a flip side to them not being here legally that could actually be harmful to them. Once again, low pay, abuse, threats of being fired or threats of being turned over to ICE. So there's also a flip side to not being here legally. So once again, like I said, it's not my views, but many of the people who I speak to in the various political forums. Quite honestly, I once again, Donald Trump is our president, and just like the presidents who preceded him, these are the things that he said he was going to do, and clearly he is doing. And I guess once again, we'll have to see what happens. Um, Fortunately, we're in a country where if you don't necessarily agree with the president, you don't have to worry about you know anything really severe happening to you. You won't be killed or jailed or poisoned, as in some places that will at this point remain nameless. But once again, like I said, read my book, God Bless America. You can find it at Amazon, by Donald, middle initial R, McKinney, McKenney, and get some insight to this presidency and White House, some of the things that are currently going on, have been going on, and future. Like I said, we do have this president for 3.5 years. So read my book. I'm sure we'll be surprised. Thank you very much, and take care.